Okay, so what's the objective now? What was I doing? Oh, right. I'm gonna make a thing. I should get my fish. Ha ha ho ho. Ooh. Ha 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 ho ho ho. I just sound like Tim Allen now.
Well, this is finished now.
It ain't finished. You just done working on it. That was the difference. Ho 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 ho.
I should probably do something and cover up the redstone wiring at some point. But,
Why?
I mean, I guess I don't have to. It just looks ugly.
Well, everything is ugly. So you just press this button, and hopefully something falls out of here.
That would be the dream, yeah.
This is a dream. So it shuts them back off, right? Like if you just tap
When
it.
you press it again.
Huh?
When you press it again, it then shuts the water off. I mean, I guess the best way of knowing
Just make a small window.
when you need to do it is like, yeah. Just gonna do that and get some glass.
Weren't living anymore and tried to cut her wrist. Thanks to television and movies, she cut the wrong way and only managed to lay open a few layers of skin. The doctor stitched her up nicely, and after a short stay at the local psyche facility, she was sent home with some new daily medications. As far as I know, she never attempted again. However, her friends convinced her that doctors hate cutters and intentionally stitch people up wrong to make horrible scars to discourage that behavior. So, she removed her own stitches and stitched herself back up using a sewing needle and some type of fishing line. Her family brought her back to the ER when they realized that the wound was looking infected and just would not stop bleeding. That's when I, the hospital security officer, or healthcare security specialist as we're called nowadays, got involved, as I had to strap her down and all but lay on her to keep her still long enough for the doctor to examine her. Even I could see that she hadn't pulled the wound together properly and that the different layers of skin weren't lined up. She just happened to pull the same doctor who did the original stitches, and he was visibly upset. He carefully removed the fishing line, carefully cut some tissue that had healed incorrectly, carefully lined up the wound, and then carefully went to town with the staple gun. All while I was riding her like a rodeo bull and she was mutilating her. By the time he was finished, she looked like she was
like
wearing
a rodeo
a
bullet
bracelet around her wrist. Then he wrapped her arm in about 40 times the usual amount of gauze and called for a psyche consult. My dad did some DIY dental work. He had an inflamed wisdom tooth that he refused to do anything about, because he didn't want to spend the money, and he's just a stubborn old guy. He just ate prescription-free painkillers for a while and was hoping the inflammation would go away by itself. Then by the weekend, he went on a hiking/fishing trip in the wilderness, by himself. During the trip, the toothache became worse and worse, as pressure was building up in his jaw by accumulating pus under the tooth.
Why?
He began to realize that he should have
I was just hearing
but
the
now
clicking
it was too late.
noises
The pain increased for every hour.
Where?
And after 8 hours of heavy hiking in a bog,
in my ear.
I mean, where from?
I don't know. It just sounded like the noises that happen whenever you make stuff.
So you hear an echo. Why do you hear an echo? Ho, ho.
I told you I was hearing it earlier.
Am I echoing now?
No.
Are you echoing now?
No.
So it's fixed.
Yes.
Alright, good. I just had to unplug the headset and plug it back in. What did you want? What did you want? Somebody said my name. What you talking about? What you talking about? You talking about, dude? So, did you see Aaron being upset yesterday on the internet? Did you hear about
No.
that? So apparently this dude, Puyo Puyo Loco or some shit like that, made this video making fun of Newgrounds animators. And Aaron was like, this type of thing isn't funny. It's not lighthearted. It's just mean. It's like, this shit sucks. And it was like the most pussy ass. It was like, it was just the most pathetic display of butthurt that I've ever fucking seen. Like,
So he
he,
was
like,
upset because he made fun of his childhood.
he was upset that, like, cause he's like, well, I was like, as an animator, like, I went through this kind of stuff, and having people like make fun of your work and whatever, like, it's not like funny. It sucks. It hurts, and like treating people this way isn't cool. Like that was his stance on it. His stance was like, you can pretend like this is supposed to be funny, but it's not. It's just mean. Like, you can go to my
But he
Twitter.
started his career making fun of Metal Gear Solid.
Mark, we don't have time for you to we don't have time to point out the flaws in any of this. Like, we just don't. Like, you think we have the time for that. I can tell that you think we have the time for that. We don't have the time for that. Like, Aaron was hurt. As a Game Grumps fan, you have to take his side and immediately suck shit. Like, and that was the worst part. The worst part was seeing the troves of brain dead fans, and I do mean troves, the troves of his brain dead fan base, like, come to his like immediate defense and shit like that. It was weird. It was like, and the dude who made the video was like, I'm not making fun of anybody, like, to be mean. Like, I didn't think anybody would be, super duper offended by what I was, by what I did. And, like, first off, to him, I would like to say, well, this is the internet. You were wrong about that. Like, you were wrong to even assume that no one would be offended. Like, that was where you... Like, that's where you fucked up.
I mean, to be fair, there's only like 6 people who came from Newgrounds that anyone knows anymore. Out of the thousands and thousands of animators and people who did shit on that website, there's only like 6 people.
And I feel like, well, I think like the video was also like making fun of. I didn't like. I am almost positive I didn't see. Is that 5? That's not 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Like, I feel like I'm like tripping because I don't feel like. I feel like I didn't get the joke. Like, I didn't get the joke. And I'm saying I didn't get the joke because I didn't see why it was offensive. And, like, that was, like, my issue. Was, like, I watched the video. And I tried to, like... Because I thought, like, he was just really, like, laying into people on some, like, you people are the worst kind of people. And, like, maybe I didn't see the video. Like, maybe I didn't see the video, properly. Maybe that's where I fucked up. Like, maybe I saw the wrong video. But if I saw the video everybody was talking about, because I followed, I clicked the link in the tweet that talked about it. I just didn't get it. I didn't see why it was offensive. Like, I didn't. Like, and I think, like, the reason that you're not going to find it offensive because you're not a part of that community. Well, first off, wow. Thanks for excluding me and letting me know how much I don't matter, you piece of shit. Polished. Okay, yes, you can't just make stairs and then you can make polished stairs. But yeah, like if you just go to my YouTube
I'm trying
channel,
to find it.
sorry, go to my Twitter account and you'll see where I've like retweeted and commented on stuff. It's just really hard. It was really hard to take any of it seriously, and I say that because Aaron doesn't have a problem making fun of things. Like okay, he's like, well, you know, you can say it's lighthearted or whatever, but like it's not. It's just mean. Like I went through this as a kid, and like like I don't know what happened because the way Aaron was responding, it sounded like I definitely missed a video. Like I didn't like catch the whole video. Hey, let's the sun going down or coming up? It's going down. Let's sleep. Let's sleep in
But we
bed
have to
with.
let the things happen.
It's dark
Which,
in
by the way,
there. What the
nothing's
fuck are you
spawned
talking
anymore.
about? Like it's supposed to work because it's dark. Oh, you were
It
hearing it
is.
because my controller was my headset was doing a thing. I'm trying to figure out like because I can hear my L3 and R3 clicking. Also, this didn't help. Cause like it's dark as shit in there. You can't see a goddamn thing. Oh, love. There's so many things I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid that I don't know how. Cause there's a possibility that you fucking asshole look at me differently, love. Ever since the first moment I spoke your name, from then on I knew that by you being in my life, things were destined to change for love. So many people use
Further,
your name in
his jaw
vain.
was affecting facial nerves, making it difficult to walk, as every step or movement sent a pulse of severe pain through his head, and his vision became distorted. Not until now had he decided to turn back and return to civilization. After a couple of hours of very slow regression through the wet bog to get to his car, he sank down once and for all and could no longer get up. As he was lying there, he soon began to think he was going to die. Completely exhausted with heavy clothes and backpack, unable to move, he had walked many miles from the nearest forest trail, not to mention
Hey, come here.
road, and at least 30 miles from the nearest populated area.
Okay.
The pain was at its
Where's
peak,
here?
and he realized he had to do something.
Villager place.
He grabbed his hunting knife,
Okay.
2 inches wide blade, and jammed it into his mouth, determined to pry out the tooth. He slipped a few times until he managed to get lever grip, and with all remaining strength, broke the wisdom tooth loose with a loud crack, immediately releasing the pressure from the abscess, and spraying his mouth full of blood and pus.
Mark,
Yes.
I can't. Mark, I can't. I can't. Stop, please. Stop talking. Oh, Mark, help. Oh, Mark, I feel things. I don't like the words that I just heard. The description, it made me pain. It made me become pain. What?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay, you were wiggling at me. I didn't like it.
I am become Dame.
Dame?
Dame.
What's Dame?
Death and pain.
Oh. So I don't know if this is how this shit works or not. Like I don't understand like how it works. Like will they just gravitate toward this nonsense and do stuff?
I mean, I was gonna say just like make like a little like counter with that built into it and hope for the best.
Huh.
Like put it like here, like with some wood stuff to look like counters. And just hope for the best.
Oh, here's what we do. Fuck all of that. Let's get that motherfucker over here right now. Like let's go back home, get some railing, We're putting that motherfucker in his goddamn house. We're gonna finish this up, but let's get him home. Let's get him home now.
Sufferable level. Even though it still hurt like hell, he
Well, I
was
gotta
fine.
put some stuff away.
Well, if I'm back before you get ready to come back,
A
that's fine.
subsequent visit to a dentist, a couple of months later, revealed that the roots of the tooth was still left there and had to be removed surgically. The dentist was fairly amused by my dad's stubbornness and DIY dental work, and told him to never try something like this again in the future. When I was a freshman in college, I skateboarded a lot. I fell once, and cut my hand open. Dirt got into the cut, and I really didn't put much effort into keeping it clean. 2 weeks later or so, my hand is swollen and very sore, and there is yellow pus leaking from my palm. I went over to my friend's room, and we drank like 5 shots of 151. Then we went into the bathroom, and ran it under scalding hot water for about 5 minutes, to get the flesh all soft. Then he began cutting away everything that looked infected. He got most of it, then got grossed out and threw up onto my hand.
God
Washed
damn.
it off and it healed normally this time, although I have a scar. Thanks for listening to another episode of DIY Surgery Fails. Hit the subscribe button and activate the notification bell for more instructions on how not to treat yourself when wounded. And don't forget to share your own stories in the comments below.
What?
So I'm not gonna do any of that.
I know you're not.
But what I will do is get my shulker box and come with
I
you.
had walked through a wall as the smell
Why?
that washed over me was
I'm already at
horrific,
the house now.
and it felt like it
I'm
had
just getting railing.
cat piss. Undeniably,
Oh,
it was pure
okay.
cat piss from
I was gonna
15
come with you,
unwashed
but
mother
okay.
infant cats.
I'm already gone.
What is your Tinder horror story? I've been on quite a few Tinder dates.
Everything's
Most are
a
pretty standard
fucking
dinner,
hell.
drinks and occasional bang, etc. This isn't really a horror story, just the one that sticks out as the most bizarre and funny.
You want to know what I find the most not funny, but also funny at the same time? I watch a lot of these videos. Like, they've kind of replaced creepypastas. Some of them are equally as bad as creepypastas, because a lot of them do come off as, like, I don't believe this. Like, here's a story I am telling, it is so very real. Like, and then this happened. I know you don't believe me, but I don't care if you... Like, if you want me to not believe you, add the phrase, believe me if you want to, I don't care. It's like, alright, then I don't believe you. Like, immediately, I don't believe you. These powered rails? Nope. But ever since the first
Stuff is not
moment-
spawning in this thing. I think it might be because the window.
Why would the window be the problem? That sounds silly, Mark.
Because there's light coming through enough to make light come through.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Like, it's only coming through, like, so far. It's dark as shit in there. Uh-oh.
I'm just letting you know what's going on.
I don't think it's the window. So, to be honest, I don't think it's the window. You're a skeleton horse. You don't need to feed. You don't need grass in your stomach. Oh, well. Are you a... Are you are a villager? You are a... Okay. Where are your llamas? Supposedly, villager trader village, these trader dudes, the wandering traders, they're supposed to be rare.
Where, you say?
Rare, I say. They are supposed to be a very rare spawn. I'm looking at one right now, and he ain't got no llamas. Maybe that's rare. I'm looking around for llamas. I ain't seeing a llama one. Hey, llama boy.
Maybe it's the ghost of the trader that we killed.
You know what?
There's
That would be
a creepypasta for
hilarious.
you.
Yeah, maybe that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. Alright, so we're going to take our time to write that creepypasta. We're not, but I might. I might. It sounds pretty good. That sounds like it might be fun to write. Ever since the first moment I spoke your name.